kids?
Citizens of Sway in the Morning. According to Wikipedia, I don't know how true this is. Maybe he can correct us in just a minute. But according to Wikipedia, he is the ninth of the 10 siblings. That is dear sweet mother, that angel in heaven, his mother and his father had. This family, in my opinion, I've been saying it over and over again. I don't understand, citizens of Sway in the Morning, why they are not in the Television Hall of Fame. Call us up at 888-742-3345 if you agree with me. They've been able to do things in Hollywood on the small screen, on the big screen. They separate like Voltron, Tracy G. Sometimes two brothers will get together, or three brothers will get together, or a sister will link up with the brother, or the sister will go over here, or a brother will go over there. They'll get together and form and just start kicking butt in projects and film and sitcoms and series on the road, off the road, behind the scenes, directed, giving advice from people. Let me just tell you guys this personally. I have never called either him or his brother Marlon and not called them, and they haven't not either responded through text or pick up the phone to give me advice in terms of how to move in this industry. I want you to welcome to the show the only person in the world who calls me New York voice, citizen of Sway in the Morning. Shawn Wayans, what's up, Shawn? How you doing, family? What's good? Good. Shawn, what's good?
What's up, New York voice?
There he go. Tell it like it is, bruh.
You sound like you swallowed Manhattan.
And Shawn, let me tell you why that's so crazy. Yo, I'm from Jersey, and I try to convince Shawn every time I see him. I don't even have to be in a room, y'all. He can hear me talking from around the corner. He'd be like, did that voice go? Did she go? Yo, you need to do voiceover work. You need to do cartoons. You need to do something. That voice, I would recognize it anywhere. That is so funny, Shawn. And it's the North Jersey accent that I have.
Yo, but you sound like you from New York. Jersey is more, you have a little bit more like more like Wendy Williams Jersey. That's Jersey. You know what? New York. It's like Wendy, it's like you hung out in Manhattan till the last train went to Jersey.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you right now.
How much New York you got in you?
I can't stand you. You know what it is? Wendy grew up in South Jersey, so I know you guys like South Jersey. Think Atlantic City, think Jersey Shore. Cause she has that accent. I'm closer to Brooklyn than I am to South Jersey.
Yes, you are.
So
that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying. You New York voice.
Yo,
not
everywhere.
Jersey voice. Jersey sounds like it has a bad cold. And it's so fucked up.
Yo, that's pretty damn good.
It's very Bernie Sanders.
It's
Jersey's
so good.
Bernie Sanders.
It's so good. He is so good at it. Yo, he kills me every single time. But let me tell you something, Shawn. It's also very inspirational, and you and Marlon both have a way of doing that, and that's what I was mentioning. There's never been a time where I haven't needed to maybe text you either to come to a show or hit Marlon about a question that I may come across in this industry, and you guys have always found a way to give back to your peers, and it's never something that you promote. It is never something that Marlon promoted. You guys found a way always to help other people, artists in this industry, and give back with advice. Did you pick that up from Keenan? Like, where did you get that from?
Yeah, we got it from Keenan. We got it from other people who helped out. Eddie Murphy was very generous to people and, coming up to a lot of comedians. We watched that and, we kind of put that in our back pocket. Like, yo, it's about giving back, So, yeah, I watched my brothers do it, throughout my entire career. Mm-hmm. And, I was one of the things that I said that I'm going to do when I get on is, if people need help, they need some advice and, I can look out and point them in the right direction. I'm going to do that.
It may sound like it's no big deal.
Don't ask me for no damn money, though, because I ain't hooking nobody up with nothing.
That's what I was going to ask you. You heard about Tyler Perry giving $100,000 away?
I'll give you some advice. I'll reach in my wallet and give you a lot of advice.
I can't imagine the number of people that probably asked Shawn for a little bit of
dying
change.
laughing too. He was like, I wish but let me tell you something, Shawn. The right advice leads to the bag anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like if
You're
somebody
right about
being
that.
real and they giving you the right advice and they coming from a sincere place, you're gonna it leads to that money anyway. And I found like anytime, I asked a question, it was always sincere. It was always answered sincerely, and it always led to something. So thank God I never had to be the one to call and say, hey man, ... But it was always like, yo, our
Right.
agent's supposed to get this. Our manager, do you need both? Hey, would you
Right.
take this? I'm being offered that. Like that's what it's always been. And you
Oh,
guys
you sound like you know the game. You sound like you holding on to your bag.
Well, listen, hey, Shawn, we at that point now where you're watching things, you're seeing things. It ain't corny no more. As somebody coming from the music industry, it ain't corny no more to do a commercial or do a film or do this or do that. It ain't corny no more. So you learn. Oh, I need an agent. Oh, I need a business. I gotta go on this audition. I didn't know any of that before coming to the game in the mid-90s. I had no idea, but I actually met Marlon first through Omar Epps. They're best friends. They run a close knit. So that's how. And Marlon was always the first to just be like, yo, if you need help, call. And I say this, you guys, they may take it lightly about their, to me, in my opinion, their family needs to be in the television Hall of Fame because Shawn and Marlon are our peers, Tracy, that they seem so regular and so down to earth and they hanging out, but they've been in it on a high level since they were young. You know what I mean? So they know a lot. And if you're not tapping into your friends and the people around you that have this wealth of information, then you bugging. They not bugging. You the one that's bugging. I got Angel on the line from Michigan. Right, Angel?
Hey, Angel.
Hey, I thought that they were already in the Television Hall of Fame. That really upsets me.
I don't get it.
Don't be mad, Angel.
I am because you know what? I grew up, even though I come from a little town of Alpena, Michigan, population like little, and now I'm from Detroit. I'm telling you, I always thought your whole family was in the Television Hall of Fame because you should be.
The whole
That's
family,
wrong.
Angel. Speak on it. The
That's
whole
what I'm saying.
family.
Thank you, Angel. We appreciate your love. And
I'm telling you,
one day,
your family is like my family, just like the Shea family is my family.
Man,
There's
thank you.
no reason not. Your whole family needs to be up in there, and I'm going to be writing some letters, and I don't care who I have to write or who I have to go knock on doors.
Angel,
you know
fired
what?
up.
When we get in, Angel, we're going to have you come sit in the front row with us.
You listen, and they're going to be like, yo, it's so many Wayans anyway. We can just add on another one, so it's all good.
They're going to think you part of the family.
It'll be all good. So, Shawn, listen, I see that you hitting the road, man, which is great, which is much needed. I think people with everything that's going on with this pandemic right now, it is
COVID,
yeah, everything that's happening with that. I think people need some form of relief. I mean, just personally and my family and surrounding people and different things that's happening, you looking for some form of relief. In the back of my mind, though, I'm like, dag, how's Shawn able to pull this off to do like a comedy tour in the middle of a pandemic? How has it affected you, Shawn, and how were you guys able to put this together in a safe way?
This is called the Get Out Your Damn House tour. This is I'm going crazy. I got to talk. I got to do something. And this is more like spot dates. I'm not, this is also the be really safe and paranoid tour too. This is so you don't catch nothing tour too. But in the comedy world, they kind of adjusted really good. They only have the clubs follow protocol. It's everyone's social distance. I'm a distance from the crowd. It's you're performing at half capacity, so these ain't really packed rooms. It's kind of like doing a night in town comedy club. So it's kind of like it's just more chill. It's laid back. So it's not. It ain't like I'm performing in stadiums.
Right. Have you done these already? And what's the difference between doing these versus like a Caroline's or some of the smaller, more intimate settings?
It's kind of like it is like a Caroline's now. So everywhere will be a smaller, intimate setting. I haven't done nothing in 9 months. I've been in my house going crazy. It's not even healthy for me. I'm serious. It's not healthy anymore. It's like you know what I mean? It's like, yo, I got to live. I'm gonna be safe, but you know, people need the laughter, and I need to tell these jokes. So, you know, I'm gonna test it out. I'm going to Miami first to test my immune system.
Right.
Let's see if all them T's is holding you down, bruh.
Right.
Yeah.
All that
That's
elderberry.
CMOS. Yep.
That's right. So I got my garlic and you know, my vitamin C, and I'm gonna make sure I got my
So
probiotics and my vitamin D in me. You know,
Right.
and I'm gonna make sure that you know, I'm my immune system is strong. If I get out of Miami without catching anything, then I'll resume the rest of the tour.
But he going to the hottest spot first, literally. Tracy G, jump in there.
I ain't mad at that, bruh. Listen, Shawn, it's always great having you on the show. And I agree. I mean, we've always known that laughter is a form of medicine, and we need that medicine due to COVID, cabin fever, all the carbs we've been having throughout this time inside. I have two questions for you. The first one is, with this tour, given the context of it, the time that it's happening in, does it feel more like nerve-wracking at all, like a pressure where you know people really need their medicine, you know what I mean, with laughter? Does it feel different from doing other ones?
Well, actually, the pressure is off because people are starving. So, and there's no content out. There's not a lot out there to really make you laugh. So you can only really get some new laughs at a new venue. So. You know, and people want to get out the house too. I'm not the only person going crazy. Everyone's going crazy. So This is a nice, small little setting to hear somebody, you know, talk about what's going on somewhat. I'm not going to spend my whole set talking about that because that's depressing, but I have some jokes about it. And then, you know, go off in the stuff that I find funny or about the world and myself. So no, it's not really nerve-wracking. Like I said, the pressure's off. I'm performing for half the room that I'm usually used to performing for. So if I'm playing if I'm used to playing a 400 seat room, it's down to like 180.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, noted. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. One more thing I want to slip
like
in
a
to get
chill vibe.
Word, chill vibes. Going back to when Heather, and she's always saying this, whether you're on the line with us or not, Shawn, but just how generous you and your whole family is with giving advice. And it makes me wonder, because when you're in the entertainment industry, everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a piece of advice that they want to give to you, but they may not know how God is speaking to you, because God is speaking to you from within, you know, like the person on the outside can't hear it. Has there ever been a piece of advice that you're happy you didn't take?
Yes.
Will you share?
My mother wanted me to go to college, and I didn't want to go.
Yo, for real, Shawn?
What she wanted you to study?
No, she just wanted me to go to college. Really, what I found is, when I think back, she wasn't ready to let go of her baby. That's what she was saying. And she knew I had dreams to move to California, and she was trying to keep me on the East Coast. That way, it's like I didn't jump right into life. I slowly went in, and I couldn't do that. I had to go get that bag.
And you know what? Speaking of that, and I know there was a rumor, Shawn, about the Wayans family. This was back in the 90s. I don't know how true it was. Is that you guys always pulled together and did like a little financial pool for any Wayans sibling that wasn't working? Like if it was any Wayans family member that was a actor or artist that wasn't working, everybody pulled together and gave them. Was that true?
Well, it wasn't that everybody pulled together and gave them money. We just look out for our family. So it's not like, you know, it wasn't so much a focused effort for each person that was having problems. It was more so we got excess bag. We put a little bit of bag together and make sure everybody
and
get a
looked
little
out.
bag.
That's real, and that's right. I just
Now,
I didn't know.
hold on.
Okay.
They bag ain't as big as ours. we put a little knapsack together for everybody.
Okay, I got you. It was a knapsack. It wasn't the
goodie
duffel.
bag.
It wasn't the
No,
duffel
it's
bag.
not,
It was a
no, it's
little,
not the duffel bag. It's only one duffel bag.
Yo,
But
that's
duffel
mad.
bag. That duffel bag is always there just in case it get a little hungry out there.
Right.
You got the duffel bag, and we can make little lunch. You know those little lunch packets they give you.
Yeah,
The
The
mental
paper bag.
boxes.
Yeah, it's like a little paper bag.
Brooklyn style, right? Brooklyn
With the
style
writing
for
on
sure.
it.
Exactly. We got Shawn Wayans on the line, 888-742-3345. He called up to chop it up with us about he's hitting the road, man. He's getting out there trying to make people laugh, trying to give people some comedy relief. Of course, listen, this family has been in the industry for over 2 decades at this point, some of them. So if you got any questions, hit them up. We got Chris on the line from San Antonio. What's up, Chris? What's goody?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, what is up, Sway in the morning?
Hey.
Hey, you know what? This is my favorite radio show. I gotta just say that first. And
Thank
like,
you.
real talk, I've been rocking with you guys for a minute. Sway. I remember Sway back in the MTV days. I still remember seeing Sway's picture in the Source magazines because I'm not from New York, but I remember seeing his pictures in the Source magazines for the Wake Up Show. So that's how much I'm plugged into this. I love what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Thank you.
Hey, nigga, what about me?
Right, you got a question for Shawn.
I'm gonna
Right.
get to you, Sean. Hey,
I'm playing.
Hey, the Wayans, man, Wayans Brothers, man, that's one of my all-time favorite sitcoms, man. One of my all-time favorites. And hey, my question for you, man, because man, you got a chance to work with a legend, man, and that's John Witherspoon, man. And I wanted to ask you, man, what was your favorite moment working with him on the set, on the Wayans Brothers? You have a particular memory or just a favorite moment working with John Witherspoon?
I don't have a particular moment. The whole Wayans Brothers experience was a moment for me, and working working around John Witherspoon was an honor, and I was lucky to have him on my show. He brought so much to our show. I'm happy we stuck to our guns and fought for him and made sure that he was down with us because I couldn't see the show without him playing my dad. And we just laughed every day, man. Like till we had headaches. Like it was just fun. It was one of the most wonderful experiences in my life, and I learned a lot from him. You know, he kept me cool. You know, there's times where you're a young man dealing with corporations, and sometimes they don't understand what you're trying to bring, and you know you don't know how to, stay calm and deal with that. And me and Marlon, he used to talk us down off buildings, and with that wisdom, with that old man wisdom, and older man wisdom, not old man wisdom. Yeah, old man wisdom. Sometimes a little crack.
Citizens of Sway in the morning, but listen to the hook that Shawn said. Shawn said, we fought for him to have him on there, like which is crazy to me because if you ever go back and really do the history of John Witherspoon, that man has worked around some of the greats. He's been in some iconic pieces and iconic sitcoms. He's made appearances all over, and it's there's a two generational gaps between Shawn and Marlon Wayans and John Witherspoon, and they were in position to fight for him to make sure that he stayed on, and he was able to do that, which is dope on y'all part. Also, let's not forget they were also blessed to be around Janae Dubois, who, come on, y'all, we talking about Walona from Good Times, who was another super duper talent. That woman was just blessed and born with talent. She could sing, she could dance, she could act. She was one of those
and
triple
she was
threats.
Pretty.
And she was pretty. She was fly. Yeah, she was so pretty and fly. And they had them. So that was a testament to me always, Shawn, to you and Marlon, that y'all did y'all homework and y'all were very specific on having these seasoned people around you doing your thing. Yeah, y'all were the stars, but it was smart. I always thought that y'all had these seasoned greats around you guys and part of the supporting cast. So
we were lucky. We were blessed that we were exposed to them at an early age. So when I first came to L.A., I spent the summer with my brother Keenan before I moved out to L.A. He was shooting "I'ma Get You Sucker," and they were doing Robert Townsend Partners in Crime and all that stuff. So I got to be around them doing those projects, and with John Witherspoon, that's where I first come to know him. Is I seen him on a set of I seen him in Hollywood Shuffle, and I was like, man, that dude is funny, man. And then I seen him again. They were doing Robert Townsend Partners in Crime, and I got to be in it a little bit, and I got to work with him and see how funny he was up close. I was like, man, if we ever do something, Marlon, we got to use him. He got to be in it. So we knew way back then, when we were little guys, before we really got into the industry, that we wanted to work with that guy. And then Janae Dubois, I met her on I'ma Get You Sucker because she played Keenan's mother in I'ma Get You Sucker. And so she was a sweetheart, and she was always, one of our idols. We loved her. We loved watching her on Good Times, and we were huge fans. And, I couldn't believe we were around her, and she was so sweet and so nice and so talented. So we knew what we wanted to do even before we did it, kind of.
Right. Man, listen, it's Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. You got Tracy G, you got me, Heather B. We got Shawn Wayans on the line right now. If you got a question for him, 888-742-3345. We got Xavier on the line calling in from Miami. Xavier, what's goody?
Xavier, what up?
Hey, I'm already in Miami.
Hey.
I've seen people come down here. It's December. It's snowing up there. They coming down here. There's people leaving out already. I really came out here to try to find some work and trying to refrain from being on vacation out here.
What's your question for Shawn?
Well, I just wanted to know how his family felt when he had to leave home, because I know there was some stuff that he had to handle in town that he had to say, man, they just got to get with me how they get with me and let that run it. So, my real question is, where can I actually see you in Miami to take some notes with you?
Okay, so Shawn is doing a Miami tour. Shawn, if I were you, I'd be a little scared of Xavier because I don't know what the hell he just called up here and asked about. But do you have any dates in Miami, Shawn?
I'm gonna be at the Improv in Miami.
Okay. And can people go to your website to where can they go to get a full list of the tour dates?
I haven't posted that yet because because they be shutting stuff down.
Facts.
You don't know what's gonna be what. I'm kind of just waiting. I know Miami is rocking, and we're gonna see from there.
And you're gonna see from there. We got Esteban on the line from Canada. What's
Esteban?
up, Esteban, what's goody?
Yo, what's cracking? Shawn Wayans, man. What's cracking, man? I love you since I was little, man. What's cracking?
What's popping, man?
Yo,
What's
look,
your
listen,
question?
I got a question. When you did Don't Be a Menace to South Central while you're drinking your juice in the hood, man, tell me this, man. Give me one thing. How the fuck do y'all motherfuckers hold that shit together? That shit is the funniest shit to date. I quote that shit with my kids watching that shit all day, every day. I love that shit, man. I love y'all work, man. I can't believe y'all ain't in the Hall of Fame. That's a fucking crying shame, man. Thanks for taking my question, man.
Thank you. Shawn, how did y'all hold it together on set?
We kind of didn't. We had a lot of fun. We messed up a lot of takes, but y'all didn't see that because the director would say cut, and then all of the silliness would be on the editing room floor. So, we laughed a lot. And we messed up stuff, but when you put the movie together in the editing room, you don't get to see none of the mess ups.
Got it. We got Calvin on the line from Ohio. What's up, Calvin?
Hey, Calvin.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm glad to be able to make it through. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you listening to the show. Say what's up to Shawn. What's your question?
Shawn, just had to ask you, fam. Every black family looks up to you and your family, and y'all been entertaining us for years. So how is it growing up around a big brother like Keenan, where he's the man? Y'all are the little brothers, y'all the funny ones that's coming up, but Keenan's the man. How was it like growing up under him?
Man, it was a dream. Keenan is just the best, man. He's an amazing amazing big brother, an amazing man. I consider myself to be super blessed. Our entire family is blessed. We don't know where we'd be without him. He was generous. He was smart. I mean, he is generous, smart, focused, determined. He was always sharing his information. So as he came up and as he learned stuff, he taught us stuff so that we wasn't gonna be no dummies, in the game.
Right.
And
right.
I mean, just an unbelievable soul. I know I'm blessed. So yeah.
Wow, man, I appreciate that. Thanks.
That's real.
That guy in my house.
Yeah, man. That's
me everything
real.
I know.
That's real, and to be able to say that about your big brother and still admire him and talk about him like that to this day, it's something special. We got Eric on the line from New York. What's goody, Eric? What's up, E? What's your question for Shawn?
Yo, what up? What's up? Eric knows, man. I got a question, man. Is there a right way to approach comedy? Like, if it's not jokes, sometimes, when you're hanging with your friends or whatever, and you can clown on people, and sometimes it be the shit that you don't know is really funny to everybody else, but the shit is hilarious amongst you and your friends. So to take it outside the mind and say, you know what? Well, if we can see it within our circle and cracking up, can we do it right there on stage? Stand up, like play it like that? Or does comedy always got to be, drawn out, written jokes and stuff like that when you're going? You ever freestyle it and go up there?
You can, and here's what I'll say. Your friends is usually your first comedy audience. So if the people around you and you got them laughing and rocking, and you feel good about what you did to get them laugh and rock, if you can find a way to take that material and repurpose it so that everybody can understand what you said and did to make your friends laugh, then you can do that. And it's very, that like I'll say something in the room and I'll get a laugh and I'll go, okay, that's funny, stand up. Then I'll take and I'll remember what I said, and then I go, well, how do I make this apply to the entire audience? How can they relate to this? And then it becomes your setup. It has to be appropriate. It has to be right. You have to give the right information for your setup, and then you hit them with the punchline. You can freestyle, but when you first start out, I wouldn't really recommend it only for this reason. You want your confidence to be there. So you want to kind of write stuff that you work out and that you know is funny, and keep getting those laughs until you get comfortable. And then once you get comfortable, then you can kind of go on stage some nights and play around and not really do the stuff that you wrote out so much, because now you're comfortable with your presence. You command the mic, and you know what you're doing more. So you're already in it. I say go on stage. Right, before you go on stage, think about what you think is funny and go on stage and do it. And then don't stop. Whether you suck or not, don't stop, because everybody sucks when they first start. So the bar is low. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about killing. Just go on and see if you could talk in front of a crowd without running off stage, because it is intimidating. That's
facts.
You just want to run out the back of the club.
Wow.
But don't. You keep going from there, and you'll get better from there. Just become a student and work hard, be hungry, and you'll be all right.
That's that A1 advice you was talking about,
A1.
HB.
I'm trying to tell you, Eric, that's that. Yo, they give the best advice. Shawn, we love you. You already know that. You family, as far as I'm concerned. You guys have always opened me personally took me in with open arms. And of course, you family here at Sway in the Morning. And every time I see Marlon, I see you, I just make it my business to thank you for that. I'm not big on giving out a lot of that, but when I recognize real people who do real shit and do real things, I gotta let people know about that, because at this stage in the game and where we are in life, that's becoming rare. Like, it's just becoming rare. And you guys have always been solid from day one. So I love you. I know you call me New York voice, and I think
New York.
I think Shawn just learned my name last year when he came to the show the last time. He was like,
"You're right."
Oh,
I call you. That's New York mouth. You always sound like you got now laters in your mouth.
I'm dead. You gotta chill out.
Watermelon. Watermelon was or banana.
Yo,
watermelon or banana.
You sound like you got watermelon or banana now laters in your mouth.
That's too much.
A few sunflower seeds in your cheeks.
I can't stand him. Yo, make sure you check Shawn out as he hit the road. Shawn, listen, yo, you got a whole bunch of phone calls and people still online waiting to talk to you and give you compliments. Are you active on social media?
I have an Instagram.
Where can they hit you up?
The Real DJ SW1 on Instagram.
All right, y'all make sure y'all hit up Shawn. Love you, Shawn. We got some more Sway in the morning, y'all. Love you too, baby.
Later, Shawn.
We will. We got some more Sway in the morning and Mike Hughes coming up next. Let's go.